This is the outside of the Swift Lifestyle 4. If I firstly move to the main gas locker, you'll see that we have room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Also in here we have the corner steady winding handle and the wheel brace. Flue for the Truma combi boiler. We don't really need to do anything with this. There's no covers or anything that need to be removed. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then just underneath it we can see one of the wind points for the front corner steadies. Water into the caravan at this point here. So drop your submersible into the aqua roll, and then it's just a matter of plugging it in to the side. To release it, just pull on the trigger and it will then pop back out again. Battery locker just here. So we have the leisure battery itself, mains hookup connection point just here, and beneath that the isolator key point for the power touch motor mover. Both vents for the fridge freezer. Again, like the flue for the combi boiler, just make sure that nothing is obstructing them and try to avoid spraying too much water at them when washing the caravan. Grey water drains just here, so anything that goes down the plug holes exits at these 2 points here. And then we have access underneath the rear bed just here. As we now come round to the rear, we can see both wind points for the rear corner steadies. And then as we come round to the other side, we have the cassette toilet. So at the top here we have the header tank for the flush water. So in here you can pour in your pink flush rinse if you wish, and then top the rest up with water, either using a watering can or a hose pipe. Never travel with this completely full, or otherwise it will slosh around and make a mess inside the caravan. So to drain it down, if we just come to where the cassette is housed, you will see just tucked up here there is a drain hose. The cassette itself just comes out by lifting on the lever here and then pulling towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember to hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. And by turning this section here allows access inside the cassette for additional cleaning. All of these cassettes now are on wheels with extendable handles. Weight plate just here. Also on here you have the tyre pressures, the tyre sizes, the wheel nut torque settings as well, and above that we have an external main socket. Access underneath the bench seat just here. Again, we then have the other front corner steady. and then the external barbecue point. To use this, you will need a barbecue adapter. It's a brass spear about this long. Attach the hose of the barbecue to one end and secure it with a Jubilee clip, and then the other end will just plug in where my finger is here and will lock into place. It will then allow you to turn the gas on. To remove it, just push the collar in and it will then release itself. The caravan is alarmed, and the alarm fob looks like this. So the top button is just a torch. Then after that we have arm and disarm. One beep and one flash armed. 2 beeps and 2 flashes disarmed, and you will also see that the warning light comes on a timer. The next button actually controls the warning light as well. And then the last button, which has a little P on it, stands for program, so you can alter the characteristics of the alarm, so you can put it into high wind mode, etc. If you are going to do this, I always suggest that you do read the little instruction leaflet before doing it, but you can't inadvertently do anything just by pressing the button. You do have to hold it down for an additional 10 seconds first.